So anything you guys want to do now that you're up here all together?
Put my armor back on.
Alrighty. So I clicked
get him out of his nakedness.
I clicked your box so your armor's back on for you.
Oh,
Yeah, nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to see that.
It's enough to scare a blind freaking creature, barbarian, to just jump from a cliff at us and away from you.
Yeah, half-drunken cleric without his armor on probably would be pretty scary looking.
Just saying.
all beer bellied and sweaty.
Right, exactly.
Got me
bad image. Bad image.
Everybody roll a will save. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You hurl?
Oh, you get nauseated and fall off the cliff.
Right.
It's like a button on a fur coat.
Oh. That's awesome.
Oh my god, I just choked a little.
Alright, fellas.
Alright, so we were all up there, we got some loot and a loot maybe. I would tell him that the wood thing in there detected as magical.
Okay.
And the sword I picked up was cold to the touch, but it didn't detect magic, so I don't know anything about what's going on with that. So
no
just
problem.
Be careful around it.
All right. Okay. What you guys want to do next?
Oh wait, why are we going back up, guys? Isn't there shit to explore down there?
To go into the middle cavern versus going through the bottom where they probably are waiting in ambush for us.
Sorry, I missed that. I got sidetracked for a second.
No problem.
Well, that nakedness, you know.
I know, it just
That image
dazzled.
didn't really do a lot.
Dazzled.
So, can we swing over? It's like 20 feet over.
Yeah. So,
is it...
so at the end of the ledge there's some rings that are kind of in the wall that kind of go all the way down the wall that would allow you to easily kind of climb down that almost like a ladder and then get into that opening there. There's just like a tiny little ledge that's right there that you could step onto. So it'd be a like you're climbing down a ladder type of thing.
All right. Pally's first.
You guys are gonna go down there?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you know, we're not gonna do a climb check for a ladder. We could, but we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna share the sheet that we'll see here. All right, and then that's Cormer. Sorry, Cormer's up in the air. Here it is. You're kind of right there at the opening. Alrighty. You're able to climb down without any issues, and you're right there at the opening of the middle section now. This is not a section you guys have been through before. And that's what you see. Alright, who's next?
Yeah, tell him to come down.
Alrighty.
Looks safe enough.
Alright. I will send Coromir down.
Alright, I'm going to kind of put him on the other map. You see the second map that's
there? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, sorry we got to bounce between two maps.
That's okay, I'm closing it there. Alright, and then I'll come down and then last...
Alrighty. Kind of a tight ledge. You guys may want to step in for a little more room.
Yeah, that doesn't sound safe to me. Sounds like something you want us to do.
I just don't want anybody falling over the edge.
Trusted this session.
I'm gonna tell Eridus, I think I detect evil in there.
Yeah, no, that's just on the other side of this game system is where you detect the
What? Huh? Who? Me? No.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are all sort of standing on this little ledge here, kind of tippy-toed.
Alright, I will work my way in and start doing my...
Alrighty. So you kind of come around there. Ooh, nice stealth. Ooh, eesh, as you're tripping over rocks and kicking over things and clanging like crazy.
They'll never blind sense me. I don't have much confidence in this place, anyways. But you know what the hell, right?
So you kind of come around the curve there, and you see this. This is actually quite carved out pretty nicely. And with your perception, you see lots of footprints that are very similar to sort of the creatures that you've been killing. So it looks like there's been a lot of footprints, both forward and backwards.
All right. I will give him a little flash on my deal there, and I'll move on to the next intersection.
Alrighty. So you continue through. Alright. And you're sneaking along. Seem to be not quite as loud this time. Oops. And continuing to kind of see down and around, and you see that it kind of opens up once you get down to this lower part here when you're looking down to the south. So kind of opens up in an area.
All right. I'll give him another little flash of my deal, and
Alrighty. So as you come around the corner there, you see that it opens up into another cavern, and there is a rope bridge that is sways slightly from the level that you're at and kind of goes up. And it has consists of 3 lengths of rope in a V shape. So the lower point of the V serves as a foothold, while the 2 arms can be steadied as they cross. So you've probably seen these on obstacle courses and whatnot. So you have the 2 strings with the one across in the center or at the bottom.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty, and we're gonna go back to the other map. Sorry, we're moving back and forth. My apologies. And so if you want to look at the other map, I can give you a view of what it looks like. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we'll shut to reshare it because I closed it.
Oh yeah, I'll reshare it. No worries. Yeah, I wish there was a better map system, but this is what we got.
This should open up in tabs. Like with a little pop-up window, and
Yeah.
DM is sharing the map and say okay, and then
That'd
just
be
like
nice.
attaches
Yeah, that'd be cool.
to the other window, right?
So Bose, you kind of see this, and that's that rope bridge. Even though it looks like it's a half circle, it's pretty straight actually. So it's not a half circle formation. There's a lot of rocks down at the bottom that you can see, and then there's a large stalagmite that's kind of hanging from the ceiling, kind of above you there.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go back for the 2 ropes.
All right.
Alrighty.
I'll go back and get the 2 ropes.
Okay. So you climb up, grab the ropes. You guys are just going to kind of hang out right there, I assume?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Come back with with the hemp rope and the 1 silk rope, and leave the other silk rope going up to the top.
Okay, alright. So you go ahead and get your 2 ropes.
Climb back down and make my way to them.
Alright. So you got your ropes. So, yeah, grab those. What else would you guys like to do?
Explore more.
Yeah, we can start heading to the east there and work our way on Yonderville.
I can move you guys over to the other map. I assume you're all kind of right next to Bose there, right?
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna try and move up there or move along and do my perceptions
so-
and.
Okay, yep, give me a perception. Alrighty. 1 second. So, Bose, as you kind of get out into the open there, you see 4 Grimlocks kind of trying to blend in up towards the top there, trying to kind of hide there. You see one has a bow, and what was your last stealth? Ooh, and as you kind of recognize them, he fires off 2 arrows right at you again. Ooh, he does connect with one of them. And hits you kind of in the grazing across the arm there. All right.
Bloody hell!
And as you see that, you see that the Grimlocks kind of are reaching in their back to grab some javelins.
Is that a rope or a bridge?
That's a rope, and I have a picture that I like. I think it's a pretty cool picture. So we'll kind of share that there. So that's kind of what it looks like, and if they were on the rope, that's what it would look like if you were fighting them. So that's the rope that you'll be fighting across.
Awesome. More falling.
Alright, so there is a ledge that's right along here where you all could kind of line up and sort of be able to fight from. Or you guys can start to move across the rope and do combat on the rope.
Can I charge on the rope?
Can't charge on the rope. I wish you could, but you can't. You can move across the
Why not?
you can move across the bridge at 1/4 of your speed without doing an acrobatics check. However, if you move at half or full speed, then you'd have to do an acrobatics check, and then it's increasing your check if you use one hand, so you have a weapon in your hand, and if you use no hands, then it increases your difficulty even more.
Alright, so they're all kind of hanging out up there on that.
There's a ledge there, kind of like what you guys are on, so it's like a 20-30 foot ledge. They're kind of all around across, but it's 10 feet over into the area, as you can see. And there's 4 of them there.
There's like a quick ejection cable on my armor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a
Nice.
jetpack back there too. So.
Alright, I'm going to throw a grease spell.
Okay.
We're on them. So
Alright.
I can only target 2 of them.
I'm going to stack them on top of each other,
Okay.
but they're kind of all next to each other, just so you know. Okay. Alright, so 1 failed. It looks like the rest succeeded, if I see that correctly.
Knock 2, yeah.
Yep.
So 2's there.
And I think the way this was, if I remember correctly, was Bose was kind of out and everybody else was sort of behind him, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I just want to make sure. So, because there'll have to be a move action for everybody else to get out there to be able to help. Or a 5-foot step or something
Yeah,
like that.
and then I let them know I threw grease on the far end there, so maybe we can get up across this bridge without them having too much of an advantage.
Gotcha. So there's grease on the platform, but the bridge does not have any grease. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Okay. Alright, so that was Bose's, so he wasn't surprised. The Grimlock attacked. Okay, so regular combat at this point. Actually,
new initiatives.
Yeah, let me reset this real quick. Hang on. Go ahead and roll your initiatives. Alright, Cormer's up.
Damn it.
He's kind of behind everybody else, though. He can squeeze by, though. Remember, you can move aside and let somebody go ahead.
No, he'll hold his action until Anna and Erithus are able to move past him.
Okay, sounds good. And then when you guys are on the ledge, let's just stack each other up and down vertically along that line. And that way, at least, that'll give us some indication where everybody's at. Or if you're moving across the bridge, we'll do that too. So, all right.
Okay. All right, I am going to now move across the bridge. Is the distance 15 feet difficult terrain?
It's going to be, yes, that's correct.
And climb check?
Yep. Well, it depends. Are you going to have anything in your hand?
No, I'm gonna go over total defense. So that's all I'm gonna do is move over there and total defense.
If you move with nothing in your hands, and you're using both hands to work on the ropes, I need an acrobatics check, and you can move at half speed. If you have something, okay. So you're able to scamper across the rope and get to the end. However, remember you have no weapons in your hand.
Yep, and I'm just going total defense here.
All right, gotcha. Alrighty.
I'll apply it.
Okay.
Advance the tracker. Total defense. Alright.
Alrighty. Okay. Grimlock 2 was on the ground, right? Oh, it reset the prone. So he's on the far edge, not near the ladder. I've kind of lined him up where it is in relation to the ladder now. So he's going to stand. So he's able to stand up, and he reaches back and pulls up his javelin again as his second move. And you'd think I'd remember the grease spell. I mean, we cast it how many times, and I keep forgetting. So if they do a range,
it's acrobats. If they try and move,
okay,
it's an acrobats check, DC 10. If they fail the acrobats check, then they have to do a reflex save to keep from falling prone.
Okay, gotcha. But they can do ranged attacks without an issue. It's only if they move.
Without any issue at all. Yeah.
All right, gotcha. So let's see. So the Grimlock right in front of you has a javelin in his hand, because remember they all had javelins with them. You don't have an attack of opportunity or in total defense. So he's going to take his javelin and throw it down at Eridus.
Oh no, he didn't.
Is Eridus exposed yet?
Actually, you know what? He's not. So it's going to have to be you, Bose, I guess. So it's going to be a -8. Is that correct?
You don't have to do anything. I applied the effect, so all you got to do is attack.
All right, great. Excellent.
It's mine. I think it's just -4. 4 points of dodge.
Is it? Okay, gotcha. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it's 2 points fighting defensively, 4 points total defense.
Gotcha. Just because it was close range, point blank, I didn't know if it changed it. Doesn't matter. He missed.
This is the reason most of my characters have cestises in their hand, so that they're always armed.
So the Grimlock 5 drops his javelin, pulls out his Morning Star, and attacks you. Ooh. Wow. And misses. Can't get any closer than that. He has to roll a nat 20 to hit you.
Yep.
And then
That's what I'm banking on. Something along those lines, anyways.
Archer on the end grabs his bow. Let me just double check. I can't remember if he has point blank. Yep. Okay. The precise shot is the one that you have to get rid of the in combat bonus, right? Or negative.
Yeah. The -4.
Gotcha.
-4 for in combat, and then -4 for firing to an opponent is a different one.
All right, perfect. So he fires both arrows at you while you're in combat with the other one next to him and misses both. Alrighty. Tanner's up. Tanner, you're in the back, bud.
Back of the bus.
That's what she said. Let's see here. I'm
Office quotes
make
like
a
crazy.
move action to get towards the front here.
Alrighty. So there's a ledge there, so you can move through and then out on the ledge, or you can move across, start to make your way across the bridge.
Well, I ain't touching that bridge. I'll move.
Yeah. If the DM ever says go ahead out on the ledge,
I'll go out on the ledge, sit to the side.
Alrighty. And there's a giant earthquake. No, I'm just kidding.
I can still cast, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is that Archer, like, is he away from the main opening?
He is. So if you look at them as in a line and Bose is on the rope bridge, he is on the far left side of the ledge. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, and then the guy that's in front of the openings, the Grimlock, all the way at the bottom of the Grimlock monkey chain there.
Actually, no, they're like in a 5-foot line. They're like lined up waiting for you to shoot them out like ducks.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sort of.
I'll
You gotta kill the first guy to get to the second guy. Or
Is
what?
That's kind of what the ledge looks like when you look down on it. You see how I kind of drew a brown line around it?
Okay. Alright.
There you go.
So, Grimlock 5 could retreat down the hallway, but Grimlock 14 would have to go over Grimlock 5 or something.
Actually, Grimlock 5 and Grimlock 14 could take a 5-foot step back and then run down the hallway. And then the other guys, 6 and 2, would have to go diagonally to the opening that you see there, and then go down the hallway. So it's like a 10-foot platform, 10 by, what, 25 or 30-foot platform.
Okay. Alright.
That makes sense?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's alright. I want to be clear so you guys know what it looks like, because this map kind of sucks for this, so.
Critical still
cast.
alive or is he down?
What was that again?
Critical still alive or is he down?
No, Critical's still alive.
I'll cast Fear on Grimlock 5.
Okay. Alright, he fails. You want to go ahead and apply your modifiers on there? So when he tries to run, Bose, can you do a grease thing?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And which one is it? I'm sorry.
Grimlock 5.
Yeah, Grimlock 5.
So can I put away a weapon and use a weapon, or pull out a weapon? Or can I drop a weapon and pull it out and use it?
Yes, you can drop a weapon and pull one out as a move action, if I remember correctly. Alrighty, thank you for applying it. So he fails and he falls prone. And he's kind of scrambling in the grease trying to get away from everybody.
So
Does,
I'm seeing...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Does Bose get attack opportunity? 'cause he fell?
He's total defense, so unfortunately he doesn't.
Oh,
But that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. My bad, I forgot.
That's alright. That's another one that's prone. Alright, Eridus, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
So I see all this go down, I stab my broadsword into the ground and pull out my spear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack number 6.
Gotcha. The guy that's been shooting arrows at you for the last 20 minutes.
Taunting us! Taunting us!
Exactly. You're able to hit him with your spear. And you're able to hit him. And he falls flat on the platform. Boom. Alright. Next up, Cormer.
Alright, Cormer will move up to... yeah, he had his held action until they had moved past. So now I have missing somebody. They was Tanner. Oh, they're stacked right there.
Yeah, they're kind of on the ledge, if you can kind of see the ledge there.
Okay. Cormier doesn't need anything in his hand. So he's just going to move
Come across the bridge.
as far as he can move without is it safer if he moves slower than it is whatever?
Yeah, so he could take a quarter of his normal speed, and he would not have to make an acrobatics check.
Okay, so he could get to a quarter, so he would only get to there.
Correct. Yep. Perfect.
And then that would have been his held action.
Uh-huh.
Because he was waiting for those two to go.
Right.
And then on his move, you go another quarter.
Okay. So kind
Oh,
of.
is that just is it
That's
just 5
perfect.
feet?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. It's gonna be 5 feet.
And
'Cause you'll
at
round
that
down.
point he's no, he couldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty. So he's there. Okay. Great. So he's halfway across the bridge. Bose, you're at the top of the bridge, and the rest of you guys are on the ledge. All right, Bose, you're up.
All right. I am going to continue my total defense.
Okay.
Oops. Character. Oh, total defense. And is there a spot for me to step up from?
So there's a
On the-
prone Grimlock to your left, and there's a upright Grimlock to your right.
All right, I'll stay here until these guys move closer.
Okay.
So I'll
Sounds good.
Stay here in total defense.
All right. So Grimlock 2, I think he was supposed to be prone.
Oh, yeah, I didn't apply prone. I
That's
just
okay.
applied the whatever.
No
Okay,
problem.
Here we go.
If you can hit 5 too, that'd be great. So if you can hit 2 and 5, that'd be awesome. Well, he's gonna try to stand anyway. So
Go ahead. And,
yeah, it'll be another reflex save, correct?
yeah, let me get the.
Yeah, why don't you hit that first, and we'll see if he's able to even get up.
And then the other one was 14.
No, 5.
5.
Number 5. Thank you. And then, if you want, you can hit the grease spell on him again, or I can, doesn't matter. Reflex, what's
Well,
your...
standing. Oh yeah, standing would be a move equivalent. So that's
Yep.
but that's a reflex. To move, he needs an acrobats.
Oh, he needs an acrobat check. Okay, great.
Yeah, and then if he fails the acrobats, then he goes back to the save.
Well, these guys are from the circus, so you guys are in trouble.
Yeah.
And he falls back down to the ground.
Well, if his acrobats fail due to move, then he just has.
What does he do?
That's kind of weird, isn't it? You're prone, and you have to do an acrobatics to move to stand up. Oh yeah, well he wouldn't succeed. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, so we'll just have him fall back down. He kind of stands up and boom, down he goes.
Yep.
Slipping around. So Grimlock 14 threw his javelin, so now he pulls out his Morning Star. I think your total defense, so no attack of opportunity, and he swings at you with his Morning Star. Oh! Ooh! So he's able to hit. And teeny little bit of damage.
Teeny, I like.
Alright, Grimlock 5, who is scared, trying to run away, and prone, who's going to try to stand if you want to apply that. Can. Oh no, it's an acrobatics again, that's right.
Yeah, he's already got the prone point, so if he gets out of it.
What's your DC? I forget. Is it on
Oh,
there?
just an acrobatics of 10 to stand.
Oh, okay, great. So he's
no
able
DC,
to.
But
Able
then
to
when he does his second move
Yeah.
to get away,
can you roll onto him again for me?
he's gonna have to do another acrobats check. He doesn't necessarily go prone. He doesn't do a reflex save.
Oh, it's just another
acrobatics
acrobatics.
to stand and acrobatics to move again. Well, actually, it says you can move at half speed. So technically,
He's-
all he could do is stand up.
He's petrified. Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say because he's gonna run as soon as he can, so he
Yeah,
can
He wouldn't
stand.
be able to do a double move because
Oh.
he could only move half and half left.
Gotcha.
It's
So
more like
he's
standing up.
he's now standing, looking for
Yep.
the exit. All right, Tanner's up.
Okay.
So you got two guys standing, both in front of bows, and then you got one guy laying on the ground, which technically you guys probably would not be able to see because he's either 20 feet up above you or 10 feet or whatever.
So it'd be a -4, or is it -8 for ranged attacks on that one dude?
So it'd be -8, right? Because he's engaged in combat with bows. Well, it depends which
Yeah.
one you're trying to hit. Yeah, they would be because they're threatened squares, right?
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah.
And if it's prone, it'll even be harder.
Yeah, the prone one I don't think you guys can see, so I would say he's total concealed. Because he's laying down and he's 10 feet above you, so. But the other ones would be a -8.
Yeah, stop shooting instead of cross.
Check that out. Alright. I'll store my Warhammer.
Okay.
And I'll move across.
So with Cormer being in front of you, you can only move 5 feet because Cormer's 5 feet across and Bose is in the last 5 feet. And I don't think you guys can pass each other on that type of rope bridge.
Yeah, I did one of those last year. Brutal. Can I hold my move action until Cormer gets across?
Well, you know you'll have to do an acrobatics to succeed, right? If you move more than 5, but you don't have to otherwise, so you can move along with him and not have any risk of falling.
I'm worried about somebody like cutting the rope or knocking me off that dang thing. I don't want to be out on the center. I'll just I'll stay here and ready. Can I ready a move action or no?
You can ready it. You can ready to do anything. You can delay as well, so you can kind of hold off until something happens, and then kind of take your move then too. But your initiative will move down to that number. Well, you're pretty low as it is, so it'll move up to that number.
Well, if he delays, he changes his initiative. If he holds, then he has to state it on a condition, and he stays the same initiative.
I'll hold until Cormer gets crossed.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be like everybody out on that string.
Eridus is up.
I pick up my sword and put it away and start to cross.
Alright.
Let's fail some acrobatics.
So if you move quarter speed, you won't have to even make an acrobatics check. And you can't move any higher anyway, so you don't even have to do an acrobatics at this point.
Yeah, alright, I'll just move.
Alrighty.
Alright, Cormir will move another 5, so that will put him one behind Bose, right?
Yeah. So now he's kind of stacked up behind you.
And if all he does is quarter, can he cast? Or is it because he can cast with nothing in his hand?
Let me see what we have here. He could probably do a somatic. Not a somatic, a verbal. Somatic. Trying to see here what we got.
The same as having something in his hand?
I think it would.
Having his hand out on the rope?
Right. Because he would have to move his hand. Which would have to be... Yeah, so, yep, if he decided to do an action instead of just to move a quarter, he would have to roll an acrobatics to see if he stays on the rope bridge.
Yeah, well, okay, he's only moving 5.
Alrighty, sounds good. Bose is up.
Bose is going to dismiss the grease.
Okay.
And, is there any 5-foot square I can move off the bridge onto?
Not at this point. You would have to try to bull rush or push up against
bull
him.
rush. I'll just acrobatics try and move through the prone guys.
So the prone
deal with an acrobatics.
Okay. So that will put you to the far right or the far south of the map. So the Grimlock 2 is the one that's down. But I think the 2 guys in front of you are blocking you, but they're both standing. Grimlock 5 is trying to get away. He's not facing you at all. And Grimlock 14 is kind of facing you, so.
Okay, so the 3 squares in front of me?
Yeah.
Or is there just...
Nope, there's
one of them that has a prone guy? Or
there's 3 squares. You're in front of... the 2 that are in front of you, to the left of you, are the ones that are blocking the rope bridge. The other guy is to the far left. Or right, I should say.
Oh, okay. So it comes up onto a 15-foot...
Correct.
...span, but it comes up on the left side of the 15-foot span.
Correct. Yeah, I tried to draw a little box to kind of show you what the ledge would look like. There's a little black line that looks terrible. That's kind of what the ledge would look like from a top-down view, and you're on the middle of the rope. I don't know if that works, but...
Yeah, just turn that box sideways.
Yeah. That's where you're at. And then Cormer technically is right behind you.
Okay. Alright, I will try and acrobats my way through... Oops.
Oh, that's okay.
Why do I always do that?
I got it. You're back.
Skill, acrobatics. Oh, nope. 2 attacks of opportunity.
Alrighty. So the one is frightened, so he's not going to try to attack. He's trying to get away from you. But the other one will make an attack. And and he misses broadly. All right.
All right. So where would you? I could move here-ish. Opposite. I guess I'm trying to get a kind of a grasp of the flat level versus the crossing. If we just ignore the rope bridge from this deal, is it just a 15-foot?
Yeah, so it's a 10-foot by, so you're kind of in the center where
like
you're
this. Now this is the exit out the back of it, and it's a ledge.
Yep.
Like so, and then the rope bridge is coming onto it from here.
Correct, right down the center actually.
Okay, and so the grease, or the dude that was prone and scared was where? On the left, middle, or?
Prone was here. Prone is the X. Circle is.
Okay, so then I'm going to be here.
Kind of over here, type of thing.
Essentially, I'm there.
Yeah, that's pretty much the indication. Yep.
Okay. Where? I don't know. How would it be there? Okay. Now it sticks out 10 feet or just 5 feet the span?
10 feet. So it's a 10 feet span.
Okay. So I'm still out there. Okay.
Yeah. So you're still on the ledge, but you're not through the entrance there.
All right. So that was my move, and then as part of my move, oh, I did it again. God dang it. Part of my move action, I can draw a weapon. And with that, I will draw my Elven Curved Blade. And attack on the one that is Grimlock. Well, wait a minute, now we got a prone dude. Well, I'll go after prone scared dude.
Okay, he's not prone, he's standing, but you can definitely go after him, so he's frightened.
Oh, remove his prone effect then.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep, let me get it off. Because he did stand up, but he wasn't able to move, so let me find him.
Oh, you did off 5. It's the other Grimlock.
Yeah, yep.
Prone.
Yep,
okay,
exactly.
That's the one I was thinking about, was the prone one.
So he's prone, but he's more than 5 feet away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's kind of laying on the ground.
Alright, then I will... Yeah, then I'll just attack.
Alrighty.
I'll attack whatever one is standing right in front of the bridge.
Yep, that would be the one.
14?
That's 14, yep. 14 and 5. But 14's the one who's trying to attack you. 5 is trying to... Alrighty, nice. So you're able to hit that one. And blade kind of slices through him, so... Alrighty.
Alright, and that's that.
Alright, so Grimlock 2 is prone. He's going to stand as his move action.
Attack of opportunity.
I think you're more than 5 feet away from him.
Oh, okay, that's the other one.
Yep,
okay,
that's alright, no problem. I know the map's screwy, so... And then he
I
is...
thought you said it was only 15 foot wide, and I was...
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 5, 10, 15, 25 foot, sorry.
25 foot wide.
Yeah, yep. So you can line up 5 guys all the way across. And then he's going to take a 5-foot step towards you. Actually, no, he's not. He can't. Yep, he
well, he could double move.
He could,
stand
but
and move.
Instead, he doesn't have a weapon, so he probably needs a weapon. So he's going to grab his Morning Star off the ground. The one that you just sliced and diced.
Jumps off the bridge.
Grabs onto the bridge. No, I'm just kidding. Grabs his has his Morning Star and takes a swing at you. Man, oh man, look at his rolls. Holy smokes.
Dang, that dude wants my head.
He does. Hits you and kind of clocks you up upside the head, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, so... The petrified one is scared to death of Tanner, and he sees Tanner across the side, and he sees Bose is in the way that he needs to go. Obviously not very happy about that. And he decides that he's going to try to run through Bose to try to get into where he needs to go.
A runway pass without an acrobat.
He's actually going to try to plow right through you. You going to let him just go on by? Just let him go? Because you could sidestep.
No, I don't want to give up the position.
Alrighty, gotcha.
But under fear, he can't attack.
No, but he can try to run through you, though.
Bull rush, essentially? Or?
Essentially,
No, you can't bull rush. That's an attack.
And I guess it'll have to be an acrobatics because he wants to get through no matter what. All right.
Yeah, he could. I don't know. I guess you could.
We'll try the acrobatics.
You do it with or without an acrobat, but yeah, it's part of a move. So.
And that doesn't go well.
Oh, damn!
So he tries to move through you, and obviously, kind of gets pushed up along the side of the wall.
Right,
and he's right
attack
there.
of opportunity on him. That was number 2.
5.
Number 5.
Okay, and damage. Alright, so you're able to kind of sort of stick him with the curved blade as he tries to run around you.
Get back! Get back! Get back to your place! My friends ain't here yet.
Alright, Tanner is up. He's out on the ledge. Cormer and Eridus are on the bridge.
Can I see any of them without taking a -8?
No. Actually, yes, you can.
The one that's got his back to me.
Cormer, the Grimlock 2, you can see. He's on the edge. He just picked up his Morning Star, and he's not engaged in combat.
Alright, so what's my negative modifier to him?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my Warhammer at him.
Okay.
Big climb down. If it doesn't land where you want it to.
You mean Thorhammer, don't you?
Yeah.
Nice. So the Warhammer flies, hits him.
And
hits him really well.
Beautiful hit.
Yeah, right in the back of the head. He's sort of stumbles forward a little bit, and Warhammer comes right back to your hands.
Okay.
Oh, it's one of those hammers. Nice.
Alright,
I think that's his ability. I think it's his domain, I think.
Hand to Acolyte.
Yeah.
I'll-
Cool.
I'll stay right here.
Alrighty. Eridus is up. Eridus, you are on the bridge. You have about, okay, going to continue on the 5, the quarter step.
Yep.
Okay, because yeah, I was going to say there's 10 feet you could potentially go. So, okay, alright, so you're halfway across the bridge at this point.
But if I move the 10, I get the penalty, right?
You have to take an acrobatics check, that's correct.
So no.
Alright, just checking. Alright, Cormer, you're up. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. You can't give me credit.
Alright,
I know.
Cormier should be able to step up
Yeah,
the last 5 feet where Bose was.
so he's going to move from an area of attack of opportunity, a threatened square, to another threatened square by number...
No, well, he was
14.
behind Bose. He was behind Bose. So he was on the rope bridge, on the last part of the rope bridge, behind
Correct.
Bose.
But Bose
Bose
did...
went through, so this guy is now stepping into where Bose was.
Oh,
Not-
I see.
not where
Yes,
Bose
yes,
is,
you're
but
right.
where
You're right.
Bose
Yep. You're right. Sorry.
So he just 5 foot
Yeah.
step, but he's
Yep.
still got
You're right.
he's still doing his move thing or whatever.
Correct. Yeah, I was thinking I had moved his token up to kind of represent on a flat screen, and I forgot that he had moved to that spot yet. So, yep, you're right. Okay, so
Alright.
he moves into that square.
Yep.
All right, Bose is up.
Alright, I am going to clear off the target that I had and go back to picking on number 14.
Okay.
See if I can't land a...
Nice. So you're able to hit him again.
And down he goes.
And there he goes. He's down. Alrighty.
Grimlock 2 oh no, he's not the one that wants to come through. 5 that wants to come through.
Yep. Grimlock 2, though, is going to take a 5-foot step. And step there. He's going to attack you with his Morning Star. And misses. Grimlock 5 is going to try to kind of move through you again if he can.
You could do it, little fella. You could do it.
And not able.
Oh,
Bounces
as bad
right
as
back.
the last time.
Bounces right back against the wall. Attack of opportunity for him. For you. And you're able to hit him again. And down he goes.
There, I relieve him of his stress.
Tanner's up.
Poor fella.
I probably can't. Can I see it? See that
You
from Mark 2? Or?
Sort of. If you want to take a ranged attack against cover, I'll be okay with that. But he is engaged in combat with bows, so it'd be a -4 on top of that as well. -8, actually.
So it'll be -8.
Or -4. -4. Actually, yeah, we'll say -4.
You sure? Cause alright.
Well, I don't. I mean, I
He's
think.
in melee. That's the only thing you're gonna.
Yeah,
fuck
I
for.
think
He's
position-wise-
not provided cover via
Okay.
Cormir, so
Right. So
-4 for being in melee.
right, and then the cover
Right,
too.
gotcha.
So because you're below his ledge and he's 5 feet away from the ledge, so it'll be tough. You can try it though if you want.
So it's the -4 for combat and the -4 for the
Cover.
cover.
Right.
Alright, so -8. Alright, I'll go for it. What the hell?
Alrighty. Alright, so you're able to hit him with your warhammer. Kind of clip the top of the head. And down he goes.